This is usually a sneaker channel, and tomorrow I will be bringing you that Asia-only release of the upcoming Yeezy 350 Hyperspace. But every Tuesday I do a Tuesday Top 10, and I talk about something that I count down from 10 to 1. Previously I did sneaker YouTubers, and I'll stick a link to the playlist for that right here. Right now the Tuesday Top 10 is all about counting down 10 to 1 and best tips to get new channels more views and more subscribes. So we're using the theme of sneakers as a way to help new channels and new content creators out there do better and get better content for their channels. If you're not into that, if all you're looking for is sneakers from Tokyo Butter 23, make sure you check in tomorrow for that Asia only Adidas Yeezy 350 V2's Hyperspace. But without further ado, let's get into this Tuesday Top 10, episode 3 of creator content tips and help to grow your channel. As I said in the introduction, this is usually a sneaker channel, and tomorrow I will be bringing you that Yeezy 350 V2 Hyperspace, which is only on sale in Japan. Ashita Asia no mi hatsubai suru Yeezy 350 no Hyperspace toいう靴を紹介しますので、ぜひ登録をして明日のビデオを見てください. So today it's episode 3 of the Tuesday Top 10. We're talking about helping content creators. Now I'm going to do 4 things for you guys today. Today we're going to look at branding. We're going to look at default uploads. We're going to look at getting the title of your video right, and we're going to look at getting the description of your video right. Now the app TubeBuddy does help you with some of those elements in there, and it offers certain things that gives you a chance as a content creator to actually control your image and to control your channel better than if you didn't have the app. So this Tuesday Top 10 theme is all about that app TubeBuddy, and there are some things in today's video about branding, about default uploads, about getting the title right, and about getting the description right that TubeBuddy will help you with. And also there are some things that are just default on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into this video, and we'll start off with that branding. Now, as you notice, there's a little bit of Japanese kanji down here in the bottom corner. If you're on a smartphone or if you're on a tablet, it's kind of useless to you. And I get what YouTube are doing with this. It's called branding. And the idea is that if you click on that, I don't know if you can if you're on a smartphone or a tablet, but if you click on that, it's supposed to bring up the subscribe button for this channel and make it a lot easier for people to subscribe. They're watching your content, they click that little thing there, and then it opens up subscribe, they click subscribe, and they don't have to leave the video to subscribe to your content. The problem is that on tablets and on smartphones, what I found is that by actually trying to touch that branding down there, it alters the point in the video that you're at and jumps you to the end of the video sometimes. So YouTube, you haven't quite got the branding right, but on PCs it does work very, very well. You click on that, bang, you can subscribe to someone's channel. I've chosen to use the kanji, the Japanese letter for subscribe. It actually says it's Toroku if you're interested in Japanese at home there, and that represents my channel very, very well, and it's a good way to subscribe to my channel. So that's branding. It's one thing that can really help get your channel in touch with the viewers out there and get you those subscribes that you want to get for your channel. Also, let's talk about default uploads. Now, there's a place in the default uploads. I said in the previous video, episode 2, I said in that video that I prefer to use the Classic Creator Studio as opposed to the Beta Creator Studio. And I have very specific reasons for that, especially for creating content as opposed to reviewing content or looking at the analytics of a content. Check out the playlist I'm putting up here, which is a playlist of the previous 2 videos that I did in this series. There will be 10 in total, and I'll just add to this playlist as I go. If you're jumping in at episode number 3 and you're interested in 1 and 2, go check them out first before you come into episode 3. And it is definitely advisable that you watch these in sequence, because I do build on previous things that I've said. Like, for example, in episode 1 we talked about the Chrome extension, which is a good idea to have in place before you look at episode 2 and 3. So anyway, back to that. What were we on? We were on default uploads, weren't we? The default uploads. There is a place I can do this in the Classic Creator Studio. I think you can also probably do it in beta, but I just don't. I find beta a bit clunky. The beta Creator Studio is a bit clunky for uploads and for creating your videos. It's good for looking at analytics and graphs and things like that, but it's a bit clunky for the actual creation element of it. And so what we're talking about is being in Classic Creator Studio up here, and I've got the screenshot up there where you can put, I've said the branding again, I think that's in the same drop down menu, and then you've got these default uploads. I guarantee you, as a content creator, I guarantee you this will save you time. I have default uploads in, I think, 3 places on my content. And the reason I have them is because I put this information in every single video. And rather than type it out every single time, or rather than go back to a previous video and copy from the title there, copy to the title here, copy from the description there, copy to the description here, copy from the tags there, copy to the description here, even saying it and listening to it at home sounds like it takes a long time, and doing it takes even longer. As content creators, you don't want to waste time doing that. And default uploads, what it means is that every time you upload a video, YouTube will put these things in place for you automatically and saves you that time. Now, I said I do this in 3 places. So the 3 defaults I have is in the title of my video. I always have a bracket, the English word sneakers followed by the Japanese word sneakers and a bracket again. And that way, every single one of my videos is kind of branded with the word sneakers. If somebody types in sneaker in the search engine on YouTube, they're more than likely going to find my content. Maybe not number 1, but at least somewhere pretty close to the top. If they type in sneakers and click channel and they filter for only channels, again, hopefully they'll find my content. As you can see, the channel is called Tokyo Butter, bracket sneakers, bracket in the actual title of the channel, but then the same sort of method of bracketing the title of the videos is also in place. So hopefully when people search for sneakers or sunika in Japanese, then it's my content that comes out. So it's advisable, I think, that in your title you have something that repeats every single week. You could just have a single word, sneakers, or if you're not sneakers, I didn't say this at the top of the video and I probably should have, it doesn't have to be a sneaker channel. You can be doing content about makeup, or you can be doing content about golf clubs for all I know. But if you have that one title, that one word in the title of your videos every single time, it makes it easier for YouTube to say, okay, this kind of content should go with this kind of viewer. So in the title, I have the default bracket sneakers and sneakers in Japanese bracket. But then also in the description, I have a default there. There's a first paragraph that I always write. This is a video of the upcoming sneaker release of, and then I leave a space and I type that in every single time because the sneaker changes every single time. And then I have the same sentence in Japanese, kono video ni tsuite, ba 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 ba, which talks about the sneaker in Japanese, because I put that in every single video. And then at the bottom of that paragraph, it talks about Japan and how Japan is for the Olympics. That's on every single one of my videos. And what I'm hoping for is that when the Olympics come in 2020 next year, my videos will have been sort of soaked in the words Japan and Olympics and things like that. And that way, when people start searching Japan and Olympics, my videos are going to pop up. But that's their default. I typed that once on one video. Actually, I didn't even type it on a video. I typed it on the default setting. And then YouTube just plugs that in automatically every single time I upload a video. Sometimes I have to change it a little bit. For example, now I'm not doing a sneaker review, so that first sentence about this is an upcoming video, a video about the upcoming sneaker release, I have to change that a little bit. But changing that for one video against 99, where it's automatically there, is much less onerous than changing it every single time and typing it in every single time. So make sure your description has the things you want to say. You know, describe yourself or something about your content, something about your channel. This is a channel about blah, blah, blah. Today's video is, and then leave a space and you type that little bit in every single time. And you're saving yourself a little bit of effort, a little bit of time for each video. As a daily uploader like myself, that really helps. It's extremely important. My title has those brackets and the 2 words sneakers in it, saves me typing that each time. My description has a full paragraph and it has my channel link, my Instagram link. It even has a little section about music, which I've never put in a video, but just to make sure that I don't get hit up with copyright by somebody for music, I've got a little section there which will explain whose music I've used, if I ever have used music. So it's a great way for you to not have to repeatedly either copy and paste from somewhere else or type in every single time the same thing. Default uploads is very important for your channel. And the third place I have that is in the tabs. And the tabs, there are 8 tabs, but it's actually only 4. The same tabs on every single video. Because I'm a sneaker channel, it says sneaker in English and sneaker in Japanese. It says Nike in English and Nike in Japanese. It says Adidas in English and Adidas in Japanese. And it says preview in English and preview in Japanese. Pretty much every single video I use, I'll need those tabs. Now, when I upload about a Nike, I just erase the Adidas ones. When I upload about the Adidas, I erase the Nike ones. If I upload about Puma, between them, both of those go, but it's easier to have them in place and just click X to delete them than type them in every single time. So there you've got the title, the description, and the tags, all three of them default uploaded to your video, and you don't need to waste time every single time. It's a common bugbear amongst amongst content creators, that they have to either copy and paste from like a Word or a Google Doc or something in each time, or they need to type it in every single time. And YouTube has set up a way for you not to have to waste your time doing that with this default upload. So I totally recommend that you use default uploads as a way of saving time on your channel. Okay, the third of four things I wanted to talk to you about today was titling your video correctly. Now, again, I've said this before. I said it in the earlier section about default branding. Well, it's not default branding, it was default uploads. And I'll say it again now, is that this is transferable knowledge. If you've got a YouTube channel about going to the beach or surfing or rock climbing, it doesn't matter. You can transfer this knowledge. In my case, it's sneaker knowledge. So, of course, that's why I talk about sneakers. But in your case, it might be something different. Doesn't matter. The concept is still the same. What I do for the title of my videos works for what you do in the title in your videos. For example, you want to put in the title of your video something that people will search for. Sounds very simple, but not a lot of people actually do it. Now, I always put the title of the sneaker in the video because I'm reviewing sneakers. So if I'm reviewing the Pegasus 45 Gyakso, then that's what I type in the video's title, because I want people who search for that to find my video, you know. But I get a bit frustrated, well, not frustrated, but I think there's a bit of a loss and a bit of a waste when people put in things like I went to the mall and bought some fire, for example. That's something that somebody with a sneaker channel might write. But nobody is at home, no viewer is at home typing in, I went to the mall and I bought some fire. Nobody would search for that. So if that's the title of your video, of course you're not going to get any hits on it, because that's not what the viewer searches for. The viewer would maybe search for heat or pickup or steal at the mall or cheap sneakers or something like that. But they're not going to search for, I went to the mall and I picked up some fire. So make sure that when you're titling your videos, you think about the viewer, not what you did, not what's important for you, but what the viewer is looking for. Is the viewer looking for the name of a sneaker? Is the viewer looking for what you did? What is the advice? What is it about? What's the product that you're talking about? For example, if again, going back to that makeup idea, if you have a makeup channel and you wrote like, I really did my face up well today, nobody's going to search YouTube for I really did my face up well today. What they're going to search for is makeup tips, for example, or how to do makeup, or makeup like a pro, or something like that. So I think it's very important that when you write your titles of your videos and you write your titles of your content, that you think about the viewer and not the content creator. And that way you'll get titles that actually match what people search for, and then your content will get more hits. The final thing I really want to talk about today is the description that comes below the title when you're uploading content. I already talked about how you have the default upload option to get stuff in there, but there's another thing that I do on my description that is really important, because what YouTube looks for, it looks for the number of times your tags and your description and your title has the same words in it. Okay, it's very, very important, that concept. I'm going to say it one more time so that you're getting this. The tags and the description and the title having the same words is a boost for YouTube. They like that at YouTube and they look for it, and when they see it, they promote your video. So what I do is I take the title of my video and I copy it and paste it in as the first paragraph of my description. Verbatim, exactly the same, copy and paste, actually no differences whatsoever. So if you look at any video, including this one, you'll see what the title is, and then if you look below that in the description, you'll see exactly, it just says the title. I haven't made it into a sentence. I haven't added any pronouns or definite articles or anything like that. It literally says word for word, including those brackets of branding I told you about, sneaker and sneaka in Japanese. It literally word for word. And that way I know that YouTube is seeing that my description has exactly the same words as my title, one for one. Then I type my paragraph. I've got my default paragraph that I add the words to. So then if in that default description, I've added, today it's the upcoming review of, and then I've added the Nike Cortez, what was yesterday's video? It was a noise cancelling video, the Nike Cortez, Nike Air Force One and Nike Air Jordan 1 noise cancelling. So you've got in the description the word noise cancelling, you've got the title in the description again. In the title, you've also got noise cancelling there. So when the title and the description have the same words in it, YouTube promotes that video. And that's the same for tags down below. We'll talk about tags in another video because they're very important, and TubeBuddy really helps you do your tags in a really efficient way. And it will take a long video for me to explain that. But having your tags, your description, and your title all lined up with the same words in each, YouTube sees that and says, right, this is serious stuff. I can guarantee this video is about the Nike Cortez noise cancelling sneakers, so I will promote that for people out there who want to see Nike videos about noise cancelling. It kind of makes sense. YouTube will trust that what you've got is actually what you say you've got, and then they'll promote that to viewers out there who want to see that. It's a pretty simple sort of equation, but it's one that people miss a lot. So making sure that in your description it's written in such a way that, yes, it helps the viewer out there understand your content, but also make sure that it's got the words that match the title, and then we'll later match the tags down below, which we'll talk about in another video. Also in your description, do make sure you have like your channel link, your Instagram, social media links, things like that. I think, like I said before, I also have that sentence about copyright for music, so if I ever do use music from the YouTube library, which I've never done yet, I can make sure that I say where I got it from, and that way I won't be exposing myself to get a copyright sort of, you know, if you're making money on your videos, which I'm not, but if you were, you would lose out to somebody just stealing the money off your videos by claiming the copyright. So it's a disclaimer so that that doesn't happen. But making sure your description is right is very, very important to making sure that your channel is visible to YouTube, and then YouTube will promote your channel to viewers. Okay, that's today's video, all about 4 different things, that's 8, 4 different things that will help the new YouTube content creators out there get their videos more visible. Branding on your video, even if it's not clickable on a tablet or a smartphone, it at least looks kind of cool to have a little bit of branding down there. Like I said, mine says the Japanese word for subscribe, but if you have your own little piece of branding that you want down there, it's actually a cool touch that kind of, I think, says to the viewer that this is a serious place to be. Then you've got those default uploads, which save you time. I can't express enough. If you take just a little bit of time to go to those default uploads and have a look at them and set them right for your channel, every single video that you upload, bang, they're there already, and it saves you an absolute bucket load of time. And again, we'll talk about saving time later on in other videos, especially when we get to those tabs. And then the third thing we talked about today was getting that title right, and the point of that was making sure that the title is written in a way that the viewer will search for it. Not about what you did, but what the viewer wants to look for what you did. They're never, ever, ever going to search for, I just hung out on my sofa all day and played Call of Duty. What they are going to search for is like Call of Duty bot or Call of Duty killer or something like that, you know. Whatever it is think about what the viewer is typing in. And then the last thing is lining up your description and your title and your tags again, which, like I said, we'll talk about again. Getting them lined up so that YouTube sees them and then promotes your video for people who want to see that content. That's what happened in today's video. Please, please, please try it out and let me know in the comments down below if you've watched this and been like, right, now I understand about how to do default uploads. Now I understand about branding on my channel and why I'm not getting subs, even though I've got this cool brand here. It's because of smartphones and tablets and things like that. So let me know in the comments down below if this helped you. Again, if you're into your sneakers and you've watched all the way through this, I really, really appreciate it. Even if you're not into being a content creator, but you have watched all the way to the end, tomorrow it will be those Asia only Yeezy Hyperspace that are dropping. Later on Friday. On Friday, I will bring you another Yeezy video about the drop that's coming in the Americas and the drop that's coming in Europe, because they're all getting different shoes. Tomorrow it's those Hyperspaces, but then on Friday it's the Clay, and some people say Terraform, some people say True Form. But either way, it's the Europe and America ones on Friday, and tomorrow it's about the Asia only release of those Yeezy 350. So if that's what you're interested in, make sure you stick around and get that content tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button. As I said, that's the only currency I deal with. I don't get paid for doing this. I've done almost 100 videos, and I haven't got paid for a single one of them. The only currency I ask for is subscribe. So please hit the subscribe button. And with that being said, I'm done. It's another Tuesday Top 10 episode 3 in the series. There'll be 7 more in the coming weeks. Please make sure you you stick around for those. If you are a content creator, definitely hit me up with a subscribe so that you can get that content. I have designed this sort of series of 10 videos to be more and more useful as it goes along. So number 10 was an introduction, and gradually as we move up to number 1, it's going to be about some golden nuggets of information that are definitely going to change the way that your YouTube channel interacts with the viewers and also with YouTube itself. So gradually as we build towards episode number 10, we're getting more and more effective content. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and check in with these videos every single Tuesday. Thanks for coming and checking out today my videos and checking out my content. I love it when my subscribers are there. Thanks for getting me past 200 subscribers. I very much appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.